Here I have some of the best of British beef. Beef does not get any better than this. Our sharing steak here is a ribeye on the bone for two. It's from British beef, suckler herd, grass-fed, and then once we get the beef, we mature or hang it for 28 to 35 days to intensify the flavour. When you cook this and eat it, you're going to be blown away. The flavour, the tenderness, everything about this is world class. Right, I'm going to start cooking our ribeye on the bone for 2 or 4 people. Depends how greedy you are, depends how much you enjoy beef. So the first thing, as normal with any steak, is take it out of the fridge a good half an hour if you can. That will allow the meat to relax and will make the product much more tender at the end. I'm getting this pan nice and hot, as you can see on there. Get the heat up, so that way we can crisp the fat. So the first thing we're going to do is liberally season it with some sea salt all the way around, like so. And then start off the process with just a little bit of oil. This will stop the steak cooking as you go. And we're going to start it fat side down. So that fat there we want nice and crispy at the end, but also we want to cook the meat in that fat. And by laying that edge down on there, that will start the cooking process off beautifully. You can hear that starting to sizzle. You want to leave that for about 2 minutes and then start to turn. Once you cook that on the fat for a couple of minutes, turn it onto the other side. As you can see, that fat's nice and crispy and some of the fat's dissipated into the pan, which we're going to baste it with a little bit later. Leave that on that side again for 2 minutes before turning. We're going to turn the beef for the final time onto the other side, and again a couple more minutes so you've got it lovely and brown all the way round. As well as giving you wonderful caramelised roasting notes, which really enhance the beefy quality of the steak, it also starts the cooking process, because when we put it in the oven, we're only going to roast that piece for about 20 minutes. Once that's all browned all the way around, we're just going to put it into an oven. And we're going to leave it in there for 20 minutes at 180 for a fan or 200 for a conventional oven. So after 20 minutes, we're going to take that out of the oven. Just look at that, beautifully cooked, lovely and caramelised. I like to just baste some of these juices over the top. That's really where all the flavour is. You can see that almost like a beef stock and fat come out from cooking it on the bone. Absolutely delicious. Just going to turn that over again and again. Now, I know a lot of chefs take it out the pan, etc., to help rest it. I'm just going to leave it there. Just going to leave it, get a little bit of foil loosely over the top, and I would be resting that for a good 15 minutes. The resting time on that is so important. During that time, the meat relaxes, makes it more tender, and it's going to sit in those beautiful juices and going to eat superbly. Here we've got the sharing ribeye on the bone. I've rested it for 15 minutes. I'm just going to season it with some pepper. And then we carve it from this side to that side. As you can see, that's cooked beautifully medium rare. Now you don't want a ribeye too rare or the fat doesn't break down. And just slice it all the way through, like so. And that is tender and absolutely full of flavour.